Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. Today I'll be reviewing The Crew, The Quest for Planet 9, a cooperative trick-taking game from Kosmos. So in this game, players are working together to complete a series of missions which will take them from Earth to the mysterious Planet 9. In The Crew, specific players must win certain tricks. This could be as easy as one player winning the green 8, or as challenging as another player having to win all of the pink cards. Play through all 50 missions and find out if you've got what it takes to win. When you play through this game, you'll be playing through this logbook, which has, as I said before, 50 missions in it. Each of them is different, and some of them build on rules from previous missions. In this review, I'll be going through 5 different categories, followed by my final thoughts. 5 categories are setup, mechanics, scoring, speed, and replayability, and I'll be giving each of them a score out of 10. So we're going to start with setup. So setting up the crew is quick and simple. You deal out all the player cards evenly. In this example, I've dealt out 4 cards for 4 people, and then you place the task cards, where required, in the centre of the board. Once that is completed, you're ready to play. Setup is slightly different with 2 people, but follows roughly the same principles. After removing the 4 rocket card, you must deal out 2 rows of 7 cards, one face down, one face up on top, to represent your 3rd player, called Jarvis. When this is complete, you shuffle the 4 rocket back to the remaining cards and then deal them out between the players. So I've given setup a 10 out of 10. It is really simple to do. Most of the time you'll be dealing out the deck of 40 cards, which you need to shuffle up first, and then you'll have a number of task cards in the middle. Some missions, such as mission 9, don't even require any task cards. You just have to win with an alternative condition. Mechanics. So for the mechanics, I give this a rating of 9 out of 10. If you've ever played a game such as Hearts or Black Mariah, learning and playing the crew will be second nature to you. Each turn, the winner of the previous trick, or the person with the 4 rocket in the first trick, plays a card from their hand, and all the other players must follow suit if they can. The winner of each trick is the person who played the highest card of the same colour as the leader, or whoever plays the highest rocket. It's that simple. So in this example, again, you can see that we've played the yellow 8. Player 2 is followed with the yellow 3, yellow 2 for player 3, and the yellow 6 for player 4, which means that we win this trick, which is the one we want to win, as we have the yellow 8 task card. Again, with 2 people, there's a slight difference in the gameplay, as the commander chooses which card that Jarvis plays, so there'll be one player who always essentially gets to play as 2 people. So now we move into scoring, and again, this is getting a 10 out of 10. So the crew doesn't have a scoring method. Instead, players have tasks they have to complete, as we've seen. This could be as simple as one player needing to win the blue 4, or another player having to lose all the tricks. Once you've completed all the tasks, the mission is won, and you can move on to the next mission. In the book, you also have this little document, which gives you start, finish, and attempts for different missions. You can choose not to play with this, which is what I normally do, as it's just more fun to play through the missions. As you can see here, this correlates. So this is your crew, telling you which section to fill in, and it gives you an idea of how to fill in each of the missions. So you can go through the book and fill this in as you play along. I like to keep my rulebooks pristine and neat, which is why I haven't done this. So now I come to speed. So for this, I again gave it a 10 out of 10. The crew is very adaptable in terms of how long it takes to play. You could choose to play 1 or 2 missions and spend around 10 to 15 minutes time playing, or you could instead choose to play through a series of them and spend hours playing at a time. Some missions are incredibly quick, generally those earlier in the logbook, whilst others are much more challenging, and you might spend an hour playing one over and over until you complete it. The crew is incredibly flexible and perfect for filling in a short space of time or for the core game of your evening. Now we come to replayability, and despite the high scores of the rest of this, I only gave replayability a 7 out of 10. So The Crew is a great game, and with 50 missions available, it does offer a lot of options to play the game over and over. However, once you've played through all the missions, you may find yourself losing interest in the game. For me, completing the story within the logbook captivated me, but once completed, The Crew ended up going back on the shelf for a bit. You do have the option to create your own missions or reuse some of the ones in the logbook or find some online, but I strongly feel that the story is a big part of the game. So now we come to my final thoughts. So The Crew, The Quest for Planet 9 is an amazing game and is easily accessible to players of all skill levels. Early missions offer a perfect introduction to the game, especially to those who've never played trick-taking games before, while later missions offer more experienced players a challenge. The difficulty of The Crew also changes with the number of players you have. With 3 players, the game is much easier and the book offers a variant to make it harder, but with 5 players, the game becomes much more challenging. The logbook is great fun to play through, offering a variety of missions to challenge players, but I do feel it's a big part of the game, as just playing missions that you make up can be less fun. Other people may have a different experience with this to me, but I recommend hunting online for new missions if you want to keep playing The Crew. Despite this, I still think that The Crew is good value for money, but do bear this in mind when purchasing it, that you may lose some of the joy when you finish the logbook. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This helps me grow as a channel, and it's always good to hear your feedback as well. I haven't done many board game reviews on here yet, and I'm sort of trying out what style I want to go for, so if you do have feedback, that would be really, really beneficial to me to hear. If you want to see more from me, then head over to mythicalmeeples.com. There's loads more content there, board game reviews, 40k content, D&D content as well. Or you can support me on Patreon as well, where you'll get access to sneak previews, behind the scenes, and even more content. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.